Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class, and I am your computer teacher. We are continuing the lesson MS PowerPoint 2010. Till now, in this video, we have discussed about what is presentation graphics software, the different presentations graphics software like MS PowerPoint, Corel presentation, Flowella, Kingsoft presentation, etc. The features of presentations graphics softwares, what is MS PowerPoint, how to start MS PowerPoint 2010, the different steps required to start MS PowerPoint 2010. The next topic that we have discussed is the components of MS PowerPoint 2010 window, like what is title bar, what does it displays, where is quick access toolbar located, what are the three different components of ribbon, where are tabs, what are groups, what does command appear with. Next we have file tab, what does file tab contains, what is slide area, what is help button, what does slide tab displays, where are view buttons located, what is note section, what is the use of note section, what does zoom control consist of, what is the use of plus button and minus button in zoom control, what is status bar, what does it displays. In the next topic, basic elements of slide, we have discussed what is slide, what does it contains, what is presentation, what is placeholder, what is title box, what is subtitle box, where is content box found, what is the use of content box, how can we delete the unwanted or extra placeholder from any slides. Next, what is slideshow, what is the use of slideshows, what is slide layout, the different types of slide layout like title slide layout, title and content, section header, to content, comparison, title only, blank, content with caption, picture with caption. Next topic that we have discussed is creating new presentation. What are the different steps required to create a new presentation? How can we add slides in a presentations? The different steps required to add slide in a presentation. How can we change the layout of an existing slide? The different steps required to change the layout of an existing slide. How can we save a presentation? The steps required to save the presentations. What is the difference between save and save as? Next topic that we have discussed is working with different views of slide. What are the ways to access the views in PowerPoint? The different types of views, like what is normal view? What is the use of normal view? What is slide sorter view? When do we use slide sorter view? What is notes page view? What does it displays? What is slideshow view? When do we use slideshow view? What is reading view? What is the use of reading view? In the next topic, working with slides, we have discussed adding titles and subtitles, the different steps required to add titles and subtitles in a slide, adding text box on a slide. How can we add the text box on a slide? Adding text in a text box. How can we add the text in a text box? Working with text. In this topic, we have discussed how can we select the text with the help of mouse or keyboard, the different steps required to select the text, copying and pasting the text, cut and pasting the text, the difference between copying and pasting the text, next deleting the text, the different steps required to delete the text, formatting the slides. Here in this topic we have discussed formatting the text, like managing fonts, the various font management options like font, font size, bold, underline, italic, text shadow, strike through, character spacing, font color, change case. Here we have discussed the various sub options of change case like sentence case, lower case, upper case, capitalize each word, toggle case. Next, increase font size, decrease font size. Next topic that we have discussed is aligning the text. What is alignment? The two different types of alignment like vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. What is vertical alignment? How can we apply the vertical alignment in our document? The different types of vertical alignment like top, middle and bottom alignment. What is horizontal alignment? The different types of horizontal alignment like left, center, right, justify. How can we add them on our slides? Next, what is bullet? How can we apply the bullets in our document? What is numbering? How can we apply the numbering in our slides? Next, what is background? What is the use of background? How can we change the background of our slides? Next, adding themes. What is themes? The different themes element like theme colors, theme fonts, theme styles. Next topic is applying themes. The different steps required to apply the themes in our slides. Next is inserting images. How can we insert the images in our slides? The different steps required to insert the image from a file. The different steps required to insert a clip art in the presentation. Next, how can we insert the screenshot with the help of mouse and keyboard? The different steps to insert the screenshots. Next, we have discussed in our video what is word art, the different steps that are required to insert a word art on our slides. What is shapes, the steps required to insert the shapes in our slides. Next topic that we have discussed is inserting audio files, step required to insert the audio files on our slide, the steps required to add video files in our slides. Next, what is smart art, the steps to add the smart art to our PowerPoint. What is the use of smart art? What is its advantage? The smart art design tab features like create graphics features and its sub features like add shape, add bullet, text pane, promote, demote, right to left, moving up and down. Next feature layout, smart art style, reset. Next topic is what is watermark? What is the use of watermark? The steps to add an image as a watermark on our slides. Next topic that we have discussed is what is header and footer? How can we add the header and footers in our slides? The different footer options like date and time, slide number, the notes and handout options like date and time, header, page number, etc. The next topic that we have discussed in our video is what is grouping, what is the advantage of grouping, how can we apply grouping on different objects on a slide. Next, what is ungrouping, how can we ungroup the objects. Next topic that we have discussed in our video is what is animation, what are the different types of animation like entrance animation, emphasis, exit, motion path, the different options that are available on each of these animation effects. How can we apply the animations on an object, the step required to apply the animation on an object. Next, what is slide transition? How can we apply the slide transitions on our presentation? Next topic is setting up and running a slideshow. What is slideshow? What are the various options in slideshow? Like start slideshow, setup, monitors, all these options that comes under the slideshow. So the next topic that we are going to discuss in this video is rehearse timing option. Is rehearse timing option. So the time limit plays very important role whenever we are presenting our presentation. For example, suppose it has been observed that the time limit for a presentation is 8 to 10 minutes. So the presentation of the different slides must be completed in 8 to 10 minutes only. So after creating the presentation, we are allowed to rehearse the presentation and have a check on the timing of the presentations. This feature of PowerPoint is known as rehearse timing. So we can rehearse our presentation and can make sure that how much time it takes to complete our presentations. Now how can we use the rehearse timing options? The different steps are, first of all, step 1. Click on the slideshow tab. Click on slide show tab. Click on slideshow tab. Step 1. Step 2. Click on the rehearse timing option available in the setup group. So click on setup group and then click on rehearse timing option and then click on rehearse timing option. So now we can start the presentations, and as soon here we will have in the present, suppose this is the slide. So this is the slide presentations over here, and here we will have a small box like this where our timing would be recorded over here. Suppose say this is the timing where we can record it. We have the different options, like we can stop the timing. Over here we can play it again. So different options are available in this rehearse timing box. The next topic is printing slide handout. Printing slide handout. So MS PowerPoint 2010 includes a feature that allows us to take printout of all the slides of the presentation as handout, which we can distribute to the audience. So now in order to take the handout of it, first of all what we have to do, we have to perform certain steps. first of all, step 1, open the presentation. Open the presentation. Step 2, click on the file tab and then on the print option. Click on file tab and then on the print option. Next, step 3. So here, as soon as we click on the print option, the window of print will appear before us. So we have to click on the full page slides drop down menu. So click on full page. Click on full page slides. Click on full page slides drop down menu. Click on full page slides drop down menu, and then we can choose the number of slides in the handout sections. Then we can choose the number of slides in handout sections. In handout sections, and then after that we can, the next step is step 4. So in the step 4, choose the number of copies of the handout. Choose the number of copies of your handout from the copies drop down menu. From the copies drop down menu, and then click on print button, and then click on print button, and then click on print button. So as soon as we click on the print button, the handouts printing will get started. So these were the topics of this window. Like in this window, in this video we have discussed about what is rehearse timing, the steps required to use the rehearse timing, how can we print the slide handouts, etc. So now the last topic is exiting PowerPoint. Exiting PowerPoint. How can we exit the PowerPoint? This is the last topic of this chapter. So here, to exit the PowerPoint, first of all, either click on close button. Either click on close button on title bar. On title bar, or what we have to do is click on the click on file tab and then on exit option, and then on exit option. So either click on the close button on the title bar or click on file tab, and from the file tab click on exit options. So students, here the chapter PowerPoint is completed. If you have any of the doubt of this, you can ask me in your Gmeet classes. Thank you.